friends, I'm Anita and I'm back with another video. Today I want to share with you my final book support group, TBR. I've never taken part in this readathon before. I've known about it since it started, and I've really wanted to take part in it. For some reason I just didn't, and then I went away from booktube for a really long time and for some reason just didn't participate in anything. Let's not talk about that too much. I am taking part in this. It's round 18. It's hosted by Steph from Steph Loves. I'll leave a link to the official announcement video where you can go and check out what this readathon is all about. It is basically a readathon that helps people like me continuing with a bunch of series that they've started on, preferably. And yeah, getting work through those so you can finish more series, because we have a tendency to pick up too many, which is definitely the case for me. And so I've looked through all of the different prompts. There is a bingo board with 16 prompts on it, and I feel like you can probably mix and match and get one book to use that for more than one prompt, if you will. And that's definitely what I've been doing, because I'm not going to read 16 books, and some of them are not bookish themed. They're just more like things you have to do over the readathon. It has 2025 TBR, continuation station, graphic novel or manga, treat yourself. So that's one of the prompts that's not you have to read a book for it, but just a thing. Take part in sprint is also not a book related. And then we have share your TBR on social media, which is what I'm doing right now, so yay. And a poll pick, that could be one of them. I could ask which one I should start out with. I think that's what I'm gonna do. And read something for fun. That could be anything, right? Self-care is also not bookish book. Yeah. So let's talk about the books that I am planning on reading. I have 2 audios and 4 physical type books. One of them I can probably immersion read with an audio as well. The first book that I'm reading for this video is Deathless Divide by Justina Ireland. This is book 2 and the final book in a duology that is a historical set fantasy in the Civil War time. I really enjoyed the audio narration of the first one, so I'm really looking forward to the second one. It's narrated by Barney Turbin, who is one of my absolute favorite narrators. So can't wait to finally get around to it. I don't know why I've postponed it so much, but I'm definitely looking forward to this one. And this one will cover finish a series and what was it? I think it was the box prompt, because I'm really box prompt is just a prompt that's very difficult for me, because I don't read a lot of books that's been part of a subscription box. That's just not my vibes. So I really had to think it, and I had a rule for myself: I cannot read first in a series. It has to be a sequel of some kind, or a finisher. So Deathless Divide was apparently part of the Illumicrate box at one point. I checked on Goodreads, that's how I figured this out. And so I'm using that for this prompt. And then it could work for finishing a series as well. And another audio that I have on my list is Tarnished Garden by Alyssa Coleman. This is a middle grade fantasy. I read the first one in, maybe it was 2023 or 2022, I don't remember. I liked it a lot, and this is a sequel. It is going to cover the spring vibes prompt. That was really difficult for me as well. So I just gotta say that I second guessed everything with these prompts, some of these prompts, because I didn't know what to pick for it. It will cover the spring vibes prompt. I don't know if it's also the next, but it was also a continuation stations. They are all that, so it could all work for that. Next up, a brand new release that I'm really looking forward to getting back to this series is The Martian Contingency. This one will work for new release. It will work for my 2025 TBR, because I'm my most anticipated for 2025. It was also cover the prompt that's 4 or more books in the series, because this is book 4 in that series. I don't think it's the final one. I'm not sure about this. I don't know if there's gonna be more. I have no idea at this point, but this is definitely the 4th book. For the graphic novel or manga prompt, I am reading Amulet Volume 4. I didn't get around to it for the jury, so let's put it on. It has been on my TBR for so long. But yeah, let's use that for that. It would be nice to have a quick graphic novel. I also have Barrier by Lois McMaster Bujold. This is in publication order. It is book 7 in the Vukosigan saga, but in preferable reading order is the second book. You have to read Shards of Honor and then this one afterwards, because this one is a direct sequel to Shards of Honor, and it follows Cordelia, who is the one we meet in the first one. She gets married to Vukosigan and becomes the Lady Vukosigan, and that with everything that entails. And so she's on a sort of a new planet. She's not really, yeah, it's a difficult time for her, and I'm looking forward to seeing this. This is added to my different genre, and I would like to explain it, because I think if you follow my channel, you know that I might read science fiction eventually, more or less sometimes. But if I read science fiction, it's more than likely going to be time travel stuff, or maybe it could be sort of people from Earth traveling to space, like The Martian and Project Hail Mary and the Calculating Stars books. I hardly ever read sort of made up scientific places like this would be. So this is my different genre prompt. I had to really think about this one, if it worked, because I feel like science fiction is, but I think this one will work, because it is definitely a little bit out of my comfort zone, but it's on my TBR for the next coming months, and I'm really looking forward to continuing. And I don't have a lot of sort of books. The other genres I could think of was thrillers, horrors, or non-fiction. Non-fiction is not a genre, but non-fiction doesn't have sequels, and necessarily, and horror and thriller is the same thing. I mostly always read standalone books in that. So this is the only thing I could come up with that could actually fit for this prompt, while also being a sequel. Yeah. And last and finally, The Burning Bridge by John Flanagan. I'm going to read this for the TBR veteran. I read the first book in this series back in January, but I hauled this book at the same time as the first one, Ruins of Gollans, and it was back in 2016, right when I just started this channel, more or less. So it's been sitting on my shelf for 9 years, and I need to get to it. And I think that covers all of the prompts. Is there something I haven't mentioned? Read something for fun. I feel like the Amulet one, I don't know. Maybe The Burning Bridge as well, because I actually really had fun while I was reading the first one. So I think that will work for that as well. So the last parts are just things I'm gonna do while I'm vlogging. So we'll see how things goes. The round of this was going for the next week, starting on Monday the 19th and ending on Sunday the 25th? 6th? Hold on. 25th. I was right. So yeah, I have a bunch of books on my TBR. It was actually have worked a lot better for me if it had been like the week after, but that's just because I will have a long weekend and will have a lot of reading time. I'm obviously working full time, so, but I still am really looking forward to this, and hopefully I can finish all these books. It will be great if I do. So, or if I only finish 3, that would be fine. But I have at least a TBR set with that will. So if I finish all of them, I will complete a board, and that's everything I wanted to do in this. So yeah, let me know in the comments down below if you're planning on participating in this readathon. Have you been participating in any of the previous rounds? Let me know about that in the comments down below. Do you also have problems starting way too many series and not completing them? Because that's me. We've talked about this before on my channel. So yeah. This was everything I had for you today. If you liked the video, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and I'll see you in my next video very soon. Goodbye!